we spoke to Jewel about that story about the two of you running on that drug bust in Mexico when you guys wrote "You Were Meant for Me." So tell me about.
Oh my
that
gosh.
story.
Okay, so I was with the Rugburns, and I got off the road with the Rugburns, and I came into this place, Java Joe's in Poway, kind of where Blink 182 broke out of Poway, and Jason Mraz broke out of there. And so I was in Poway, and I get off the road with the Rugburns, and Jewel was a waitress, just a barista there. And she says to me, what can I get you? And I said, I got a sore throat. And I said, can you make me some tea? And so she made me this special tea, and then she said, hey, I sing songs too. And I said, oh, cool. And she said, do you want to make stained glass art in my Volkswagen van? I'm living in it. And I said, yeah, I'll go make stained glass art with you in the van after you get off work. So we made stained glass art in her van. And then we started hanging out all the time. And she said, let's go camping together in Mexico. So we went camping all the time. And when you live in San Diego, you're like 20 minutes from the border. Maybe San Diego Padres just swept the San Francisco Giants 3 games. We did not. We always lose to the Giants. So anyways, so we go down to Mexico to go surfing. And we have our longboards in the back of the van. And then we kept driving. And I asked this really cool truck driver in Mexico, I said, ¿Dónde está una playa bonita? And he said, una playa bonita allá, señor. So we go down there, and me gusta Mexico mucho. Es mi favorito país en todo el mundo. I love Mexico. So we go down to this big old beach, and there's a full moon. We get there late at night, and it's a drug strip, I guess, where they fly in illegal drugs, and it said, peligro, danger, keep out. It was like the Bates Motel off in the corner, a full moon fog. We go into one of the hotel rooms, fall asleep. When we wake up, we realize we're in paradise. It's a place you can Google called Bahia de San Luis Gonzaga. Gorgeous. So Jewel says, I want to go whale watching. And I said, well, I don't have a boat. And then almost as if on cue came 4 Mexican federales with badges and guns shoved in their belts. And they said, would you guys like to go whale watching? So we went out on a boat with them. And I said, what are you doing? They said, we're looking for drug smugglers. I said, es peligro? They said, es muy peligro. And then they caught these drug smugglers, and the guys told them where all the weed was buried, and the cops made me carry it, 56 tons. When we got back, the cops said, I said, what is going on? They said, this is the largest drug bust we've had in years. And I said, what are you going to do? And they said, we're going to have a party. And I said, why? And they said, because you're going to be on K-Fog in 2016 with Matt Pinfield on the morning show. And I was like, that's so cool. You guys time travel too. So we took pictures, and there, if you type in Jewel drug bust photos, you'll see us, because they said, let's take a picture. That's where we wrote You Were Meant for Me.
So can you play a little bit of your version of that? You don't have to play the whole, but it'd be interesting to see, because you wrote the song together, right?
Yeah, we wrote this song after the drug bust in Mexico. When you said, could you play this together, it almost sounded like you were Irish.
I am Irish.
Oh my gosh, I love Ireland.
Oh, I love you too.
I played on the streets in Grafton Street.
Oh, busking.
My favorite thing about Ireland is when they go at the end of the night and they want people out of the pubs. Have you no homes to go to? Have you no wives to go to?
Exactly.
Please, lads, it's time.
Exactly.
So anyways, I pulled out the guitar after the drug bust, and Jewel was still asleep, and I went like this, and she goes, what's that? And I said, it's a song I'm making up. And it was like a musical, because she popped up out of bed, and she looked at me, and we looked at each other, and the song was just floating in the ether, and I said, I hear the clock, it's 6 a.m. I feel so far from where I've been. I got my eggs, I got my pancakes too. Well, I got my maple syrup, everything but you. Break the yolks, make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off of the mirror, don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last for so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. So the song becomes really big, right? And she says, we're gonna film a video. We recorded the record at Neil Young's ranch, and we got to live there. It was produced by Ben Keith, rest in peace, from the Stray Gators. So I get to play guitar on it, and Flea ends up redoing the bass line with my guitar part. And Jules says, will you be the guy in the video? And MTV's gonna play it like crazy. Don't wear a shirt and just act like you're caressing my face. So this is the video that was played 1,000,000 times. Now I was in the Rugburns, and we didn't have a lot of money. We were playing every punk rock club across the country. We used to come up to San Francisco and play all the time. We played the Paradise Lounge. I would play naked on the bar and lead everybody out in the street. Next thing I know, people started recognizing me, and they were going, "That's the dude from the Jewel video." I even tried to shave my head so nobody would recognize me as the dude from the Jewel video because I had longer hair in it. And people still said, "That's the dude from the Jewel video." I was at a San Diego Chargers game, and these 3 guys from Kentucky were like, "That's the dude from the Jewel video." That's where I went. So let's do the chorus one more time. Dreams last so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. You were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah.
That was great. Love the story too. The story was fantastic.
It's crazy.
It was so great.
I'm glad you asked for that.